Ethereum liquidity crisis could see new all-time high before Bitcoin, says one analyst. It's dog eat dog for the return to all-time highs between Bitcoin and Ether. The latest data suggests Ethereum's native token, Ether or ETH, may beat Bitcoin to all new all-time highs, fresh analysis reveals. In a tweet on Wednesday, Ki-Young-ju, CEO of on-chain analytics service CryptoQuant, highlighted a sell-side liquidity crisis that could yet give ETH the edge over BTC. Ether liquidity shortfall intensifying, with Bitcoin up over 50% versus its lows of $29,000. Altcoins have also begun to reawaken, with Ether as no exception. The largest altcoin has recaptured $3,000, a level that this week is now in the process of being retested as support. Despite attention focusing on Bitcoin reclaiming $50,000, optimism over Ether remains high after its successful London hard fork deployment earlier this month. Thanks in part to the supply changes pushed through via the hard fork, a liquidity shortfall could ultimately serve to push ETH to new historic peaks before BTC manages to do the same. ETH might reach its all-time high earlier than BTC in the long term, Key summarized. Current ETH price is closer to all-time high compared to BTC. Higher demand, lower supply. ETH sell-side liquidity crisis still intensifies while BTC exchange reserve stopped its downward trend in May. BTC exchange reserve chart, source CryptoQuant. In terms of numbers, Bitcoin exchange reserves have been declining since May, only to return in late July. From a peak of 2.54 million in July 26th, BTC reserves then declined to 2.44 million this week. In contrast, ETH has seen a mostly linear downtrend since late May's local high of 21.43 million held on exchanges. As of this week, the exchange balance is around 19.25 million. ETH exchange reserve chart, source CryptoQuant. Okay. Battle of the supply shocks. Key is not alone in forecasting a more rampant bull charge for Ether compared to Bitcoin. As Cointelegraph reported, Bloomberg Intelligence has also come out favoring ETH over BTC in a recent report, even forecasting a flippening of the largest cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, data suggests to show a supply shock underway for BTC as well, something that has its own historical precedent for sparking Bitcoin price run-ups. Illiquid supply shock ratio has been a good leading indicator over the past few months. Analyst William Clement III commented on the latest figures from fellow on-chain analytics resource Glassnode. Impulses in both directions have resulted in price action following, as the metric continues to grind slowly upward, currently at levels previously 58k BTC, watching for another major impulse. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of Cointelegraph. Every investment and trading move involves risk. You should conduct your own research when making a decision.